Big day. Today I am going to pick up my Tesla Model Y. It is March 31st, the last day of the quarter. And I knew my car was ready, and they somehow worked it out that we can do a touchless delivery right now, which is great. And I have my chauffeur here, Josh. Thanks for driving me, Josh.
No worries.
Yeah. So we're looking forward to it, even though it's not a great day, but I'm very excited. So, you know, and I'm lucky. I only had to wait, I don't know, two and a half months. I don't know how my number came up before so many others, but I'm thrilled, and nothing's gonna keep me from getting it, that's for sure. Lots of white cars. You can just pull the front here. There he is, over there. Nice. Gotta get my gear on. How to pick up a Tesla during a virus. Look at that. That's way bigger than I thought it was. First things first, my wife will be happy. I'm sure this is not good leather cleaner, but desperate times. All right, I'd say we're good to go. Wow, nice. All right, that's cool. Paperwork. It's not even a Tesla pen. Sign my life away. Sales tax exemption, that's beautiful to see. Congratulations and welcome to the Tesla family. All right, I've got to sign in on my mobile device. Glad it works with the the gloves on.
Hey, Chris.
Hey, okay, so everything is signed, and I see here it says to sign into my Tesla app, which when I do, it doesn't show my car. Do I have to log out?
Try to force close it and then open it back up, and then that should work. You should be able to see the car at that point.
How do I set up my phone as a key?
Cool. So in that menu, you're going to see the phone key option.
Yes.
See that?
Yes.
Go ahead and click that. And then it's going to have you take those key cards. Yes. And place them on the sensor that is above the cup holders.
Gotcha. Success.
And then it should... Success. Awesome. You can just slide the whole thing right under there.
Gotcha.
And all that we ask is just don't drive away until I just review it, make sure everything is perfect.
Okay, great.
I'll call you right back.
Okay.
All right, bye.
Bye. Yeah. Look at that. I have to put a front license plate on it when it's dry. That's my charger. I shouldn't say charger, the UMC. Nice. Like that? Oh, it got stuck! The headrest isn't down all the way. There you go. I like it. Plenty of room. Plenty of room. And then there's room under here. Look at how deep that is. Wow. Oh, that comes off. It's pretty cool. And there's another one here. A little bit of storage there. I can put that in. These big wells on the sides. And a button to close it.
Do you ever accept your lending agreement on the Tesla website.
I think I could lose these. Oh, these are really good gloves. Falling apart. All right, insurance, loan agreement. Yep, you're right.
There we go.
So I have to pay for the car, I guess.
I guess so.
Okay, let's go for a little ride, Josh. How do I do the wipers? Oh yeah, you're right. That'll work. All right, I gotta adjust the mirrors. I know that's in here somewhere. Mirrors, adjustment, left. Look at that, that is so cool. And let's do right. All right, there we go. Look at all these white ones. Wow, that regenerative braking is something to get used to, that's for sure.
He when it's raining.
Oh, my complimentary year of premium connectivity has begun.
Too bad there's not like a roof washer, like the windshield washer, so you can see out the top.
When I drive real fast, all those water droplets are going to go away.
0 to 60 in like, what, 3.5 seconds?
Something like that. Not like I drive like that, but
No.
You would. Just a little.
We're on camera. Only in Mexico.
I don't know, is excessive acceleration illegal?
Yeah, it's considered excessive driving.
Or reckless?
Or reckless driving, yeah.
Ah. Even if you don't exceed the speed limit, huh?
Yep.
And this car goes up to like 145 miles per hour, something like that. So I'm never going to see that either.
Yeah, probably not.
Unless you get to the Autobahn. I didn't try backing it up yet.
You can't now.
Yeah, I want to see what that looks like. Look at that
Look at that.
camera.
Nice.
And the mirrors drop down too. Nice. Oh, and it shows you which way you're going. My car doesn't have that. All right, Josh.
I'm unbuckled.
You're unbuckled.
Cool. I'll see you later.
Okay, see you at home.
Have fun. Be safe.
Yeah. All right. Wow, the regenerative braking is the #1 thing that you're going to have to get used to with this car. It is just so awesome. You don't have to touch the brakes, which of course should also mean that you don't ever have to replace the brakes. Now, the Prius had regenerative braking, but it was not nearly as extreme. This actually brings the car to a stop, but I know it's configurable. Whoa, oh my God, that is so cool. Oh crap. Oh my God. Oh my God. I don't think I'm gonna stop smiling on this whole drive. Now, I never obviously test drove the Model Y. I did drive a friend's Model 3, probably a year ago. But that was it. And even then, it was just back roads, and it was like a 5-minute drive. And I was sold at that point. I was like, oh, I gotta get one of these. And my wife actually was the one who said, you know, it's not that big. And we like to go places with friends. And so we wanted to get a bigger car. And then when they announced this, I was like, wow, that'd be the car to get. I did not get the full self-driving, and I'll tell you why. First, I think it's too expensive. And I know the vision is that you're going to be able to actually use the car as a robo-taxi and make that money back. And if that's the case, someday, maybe. But right now, I have no interest in doing that. I bought this car to drive it myself. And I don't need it to drive me. I'm okay with driving. It's a comfortable car. It's a really nice ride. But I got to tell you, the other thing is, we live in New Jersey, and until they have some kind of pothole avoidance mode, it's not going to work in New Jersey. It's just not. It's so quiet. I mean, the motors are just so quiet. You get a little bit of a whir. That's it. The turn signals are different too. They click up, and you can feel that it clicks up, but it comes right back to the middle, and it stays on until you complete your turn. Or you can just press it up a little bit. It doesn't fully click, and it goes on twice to change lanes. I have no problem with the speedometer being over here, showing my speed. No problem with it at all. I mean, under normal circumstances, this road always has traffic on it. So I'd go as fast as traffic would allow me to go. But other people have said, oh, it should have a heads-up display or something like that. I don't really care. I don't really need it. I think it's fine. And the number's big. You can see it in your peripheral vision practically. And if not, what? It's a big, quick glance. No complaints there. Oh, floored it. Nice. Nice. I've wanted a Tesla for a long time. I really have. For several years I've been looking at them. And I think it's kind of a natural progression from a hybrid, like a gateway vehicle. And I think that's just because, in general, people like the idea of saving the environment. But there's also a cool factor to it. It's new. It's definitely an emotional purchase, that is for sure. Then again, I would say every premium brand or luxury item would be an emotional purchase. If you were just looking for basic transportation for the lowest cost, you could just buy a used Toyota Corolla. That's cool. I just put the air on auto, the climate control, I should say, and I could feel it coming right through the steering wheel. Not hard, not going to make me cold, just enough air to be pleasant. All right, let's try this traffic-aware cruise control. $53 max, and then I can turn it up with this. 55 max. Now let's see about staying in the lane. Auto steer not enabled. I have control. I have to enable auto steer while I'm parked. So right here on the highway, I'm not going to enable it.
95.7 FM. So the kids are at home? Tell them you'll turn us up if they don't do their homework.
Ah, that's how you mute it. Good. You click to mute it. Well, the sound system is awesome, of course. Of course, I only tried radio because I didn't set it up before I left. But that's great. All right, I want to enable auto steer. That's awesome. All right, park. Now, autopilot, auto steer. Because I have to accept that it's a beta feature. Yes. Oh my God. And it doesn't just go to 60, it just keeps on going. You keep your foot down and it'll keep going. Oh my goodness. And it shows me when my brake lights are on. That's pretty cool. And it shows the car next to me. It showed the lights turn green. I am in auto steer. All I have to do is just keep a hand on the wheel, and it knows somehow that my fingers are on the wheel. This is going to take some getting used to because I'm sitting here trying to steer as it's doing it for me. That's good. Apply slight force to the steering wheel. Ah, I guess my light touch wasn't good enough. All right, coming to a red light. Let's see if it'll slow down. I'll put my foot over the brake just in case, because this is a little freaky. And it did, but boy, it slowed down pretty quickly because of that coming around a curve, and then the light was in front of me. And look at that, there's a Model X right in front. Nice. Now my foot is off the pedals, just sitting here holding the steering wheel. And there it goes. And it's pacing the car in front of me, which is exactly what I would expect it to do. Whoops. I re-engaged auto steer before I was fully in the lane. It didn't like that. I took it out that time because I could see the red light coming up. It would have stopped me, but it stops kind of abruptly. So that's the thing about auto steer, is it's supposed to assist you in driving, not do the driving for you. I know that's what full self-driving is all about, but it doesn't necessarily mean it would be as comfortable a drive as I would do myself. And so I like driving. I don't mind driving. I'm sure this is how I'm going to drive to work most of the time. Just follow the cars in front of me. Whatever the speed they're going, it'll match. That's good. The other car got out of its lane and it stayed in this lane. Did you see that? It actually steered around that car on the shoulder. Look at me, I'm getting used to it already. Look, Ma, no hands. You can get spoiled by this. I could see that. I could see how people really want the full self-driving. Okay, so there's the blue, and it says apply a slight turning force to the steering wheel. And if I don't, it'll yell at me. See, it's getting faster. So I just put a little bit on, and we're good. The warning goes away. I'm back to driving again. Hands off. You know, I was worried at, honestly, I don't know, how well I would trust it. I'm a software developer. That's what I started out as anyway. And so I know software has bugs. And reading the manual, there's so many places where it says, this is beta, that's beta. All the legalese that says, you're responsible for the car. And so you can definitely put your trust in it, like, pretty quickly. I don't know, that's kind of scary. Because I'm sure there's a lot of people, like I've seen, they put grapefruit and whatnot, things in the weights on the wheel and anything they can to try and fool the auto steer system to showing that there's a human there. And then what? You're going to go to sleep? That's not right. You shouldn't do that. You've got to be in control or ready to take over at any point. That was interesting where that one lane disappeared. It stayed in the lane, but it kind of saw the lines on both sides and there was an awful lot of room, so it tried to get right in the middle of it. I wouldn't have done that. I would have stayed close to the right line. All right, I'm going to be getting off up here. Gentle touch on the brake pedal just to take it out of auto steer. definitely a bit of a bumpy ride. Not bumpy, but you know, you could feel the road. And like I said, I live in New Jersey, and these roads are not the best. It's definitely a firm ride, probably firmer than the Prius. But our other car is a Honda Pilot, and you can feel the road in that one too. And I guess that's typical for any kind of a sport utility vehicle, which this is considered a compact SUV or a crossover, whatever you want to call it. And living in New Jersey, these potholes are going to be problematic, so I tend to drive these roads every day so I know where the potholes are and I avoid them. And sometimes I'll go close to the lane and sometimes close to the curb, depending upon what I need to do. Look at all those cones. Wow, it's Cone Central here. I didn't bring my garage door opener. Oh well. And it doesn't have HomeLink included, so you have to get that installed. And it's not an option when you order the car, which I think it should be. I don't know why they don't give that as an option and have it pre-installed by the dealer. But you have to have the mobile service come out to install it for you. And I'll do that coming up. And it's not like, I know a lot of people bitch and say, oh, the $300, it should be, for that price of the car, it should be included. Well, maybe. Certainly with the premium models, like the all-wheel drive long range like this one, and of course the performance model too. Listen, $300 is $300. It's really not that much in the scheme of things compared to the cost of the car. First drive complete. Wow. How exciting. Very exciting. How do I turn it off? I guess I'll figure it out.